Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, this is Lessons, and we are back with another episode of Macross 7. I think we're in the final 9 now, the sub-tenor. So, how about you go ahead and hit us up what happened last time?
Last time was episode 39, Bizarre Returns. The not clip show.
Arguable.
Uh yeah. And basically, there's basically several discussions. Giggle is discussing the events of the episode before where you know, no, Gepardnik is discussing with Gabble about what happened in the last episode and Giggle's death and the damage it did. And on the other side, you have discussion of Captain Genius with Chiba and the Colonel and Exodal about the things that they learned in Planet Lux before Planet Lux got destroyed. And also, we have the situation that the mechs of Sound Force have been heavily damaged, particularly Basarat's YF-19. And so, when the enemy attacks, it's really the jamming birds who have to go out there and try to do something. But before long, and we even get a tussle where Basara is fighting some guards to get his wife, and he's like, "Dude, we're holding you back because it's damaged. You can't fly." Look, I don't care, being Basara, and all this is framed by Akiko taking the source is kind of dubious. She says it's taken from the military, but we see a lot of shots of where nobody could have even had a camera there, let alone the military, right? And taking essentially a large amount of clips from the show up to this point and making a promotional music video for the band, which went after the baddies are defeated and driven away, and some of the pilots return and guess they join Macross 7, the fleet, as they always do. Then she explains that she didn't make a promotional video for the military. So Basara should be cool about that. And it's like, and so Ray's like, of course I knew you want to do that. It's you're pretty cool about that. So you don't do things that fail. Except perhaps go and try to hook up with my best friend who got killed. But that's
Very specifically,
neither here nor
the
there.
cross promotion of Basara with Alice Holiday failed.
Yeah, yeah. And that clip show that music video includes it happens in a live concert by Firebomber, which includes Basara parachuting from the ceiling like he did in the first episode, but again, not a clip show. And just a lot of reuse footage. And we even get to see Basara singing to what's her name, Sybil, right? While their brothers, what's their not what's
Well,
the
Michael is her
assistant's
brother's
last?
name.
No, but last name because they're siblings,
You mean
brother and
Janet?
sister. Janet and Michael are siblings, and they're sitting in the concert, watching the concert. And Janet's like, "Oh no, Basara changed my mind. I'm gonna win a global, a galactic, what's the name,
Pulitzer.
Pulitzer because of this. I'm a changed person. I really want to,
Think about how much
do
shit I
real."
forget all the time, but every time you want to prompt me, it's like, yep, that's the name, that's the thing. God,
Yeah.
I forget all the
Uh,
important shit.
and she's like, "Oh, because Basara inspired me, blah blah," and that's the end of the episode, basically.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I don't have a lot to add here. That's all basically correct information about not much.
Yeah.
Cool story, bro. I
Sorry, it's just that I just jumped a little bit to something else, and I saw
no. I mean,
these
literally,
jokes.
there wasn't anything else to add. I don't know what you're talking about in the
Yeah,
episode.
no. I mean, I suppose that you mentioned that Kaepernick was discussing plans and saying, who was important, who wasn't important, and they got something else cooked up, so it doesn't matter, right?
It was all part of the plan.
Um, yeah. She has some kind of plan. They have some kind of plan
Like I said, I have no faith in Gepernick anymore because they've said it's all part of the plan too many times.
Yeah,
This is
it's like the
pre
silence.
this is pre Xanatos Gambit, so
Yeah,
this is they don't call it Gepernick Gambit, which also would be alliterative, but so I don't foresee this happening.
yeah. It feels like Battlestar Galactic BSG for those who reimagine series. The silence have a plan. Okay, what's the plan? We have a plan. They have a plan. Yes, we do. Then we forgot about the plan. Then we made a mini series called The Plan because we forgot all about the plan
We built
because the plan changed.
a resurrection ship. We just planned to die a lot, apparently. We really wanted to
Oh
have
no, this
sex
is the
with
plan. Yeah,
humans, I think was our plan.
yeah.
Seems to be that's all we really go for at the end of the day.
So there was something of something.
Alright,
So
well,
it feels that way. Yeah,
I guess shitting on Battlestar Galactica as we do, I guess we should just
yeah.
go ahead and transition into the episode.
But before we get started,
Make sure that you hit the like button.
Hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
on top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this,
Unfiltered.
Uncensored.
And uncut.
as well as some early access stuff,
You can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
In defense of this show, I actually like it better than BSG.
Here's my problem. Well, one, you clearly mean the new one, right? Or are you including both
Yes,
of
not
them?
the original.
Or are you
no,
including all
the original
three
is
of them?
different. 3 of them?
Battlestar Galactica, the original. Battlestar Galactica
Mhm.
1980. Battlestar Galactica... Well, I guess
I mean, in
technically, if you're
1980,
going to include all of
80
them, there's like more than 3. Because you're including Caprica and... what was the one named
No,
after the
Caprica.
ship?
There were some shorts that were in the war that were exclusive for YouTube. I like those because they were like, "Oh, hey, we're dealing with the war," before everything, a prequel. But it didn't go anywhere, so it's like, eh.
I mean, I prefer the
But
OG. That was good for me.
I mean, yeah, in 1980 wasn't good,
no,
but I
1980
always,
was bad. Really bad.
but I always put it between with the original anyway. I just, it's just to me feels like they're part of the same.
I don't know. I had another thought in my head before we went into the whole which ones are we talking about thing, so I've already completely lost the train of thought, but that's for the best because we're at the end of the opening.
Yes. Now we get the recap.
Macross 7などの巨大な移民船団には旅の安全を守るために統合軍がついている。
Doing a great job of protecting, really.
Hey, people are dying.
I know.
I mean, not technically. Diamond Force was like retired. Oh, you mean that? Okay. You're being really vague when you talk this way. Also, technically, there's 2 other members of Diamond Force we just don't see anymore. That conceivably are still Diamond Force. Like, what was the point of bringing those 2 guys in to support Gamlin? Put him right under Gamlin, and then Gamlin retires? And then what do they do now? Fuck off? You imagine if Hikaru just fucking retired and Max and Heyo just fuck off?
Yeah.
No, more like proto-devils.
Oh yeah, that actually will bring confidence, people. We have found the devil, and he is real. More news at 11.
We found the devil, and sometimes it's a hot chick.
俺たちどうなっちゃうんだよ。
市民の皆さん、
落ち着いて行動し、正常な市民生活を維持してください。デマなどに惑わされることなく、冷静に行動してください。それで、プロトデビ
In
ル
a
に対
news
して
show. That's not a rumor.
軍の対策をしっかり
Remember
明
that
示し
the
てもらわないと
military
市民に
controls
説
the
明でき
media,
ないでしょ。
so that's what the
不安で
military
広がるばかり
wants you
な
to
のに
hear.
パニックが起こるのが一番困るんですからね。
市民を抑えるのが君の仕事だ。パトロールを強化するんだな。
それで、プロトデビルに
what?
立つ見込みは何パーセントくらいあるの？
We only ever see the cops when an emergency is already happening.
どうしてそう喧嘩腰なのよ、ママは。
すまなかった。会議を続けよう。では、これが惑星ラクスを消滅させたプロトデビルンと思われます。しかし、そのパワー能力ともに解明できてはおりません。
それだけでは情報が少なすぎる。
敵を知ることがまずは先決ですからな。
そこで直接敵と接触したバサラ君たちに来てもらいました。バサラ君、君の知っている範囲でいい。プロトデビルンについ
What
て
the fuck happened to
話をしてくだ
Barton's
さい。
face?
バサラ、聞いてるよ。
ああ、
It's like they took all his facial features and then animated it like 3/4 down his head.
レッキーバサラ、何を言っているんだ。すごいとがそういうことを聞いているのではない。
奴らにも俺たちと同じ感情があるってことだよ。
感情？
ああ、俺には伝わってきた。奴らのハートがな。俺の歌も奴らに届いたんだ。
そんなことを聞いているのではないと言っているだろ
う。わからねえか。これが大事なんだよ。
話にならん。マクシミリアン艦長。続けたまえ。今まではあくまでも
I feel like the thing to do would have been, okay, you said that's important, now give us more information.
待てよ、おい。
Yeah.
敵が我々を狙っている以上、全面抗戦しかないと思います。
同感だな。
我々に残されたのは全面抗戦だけです。
私も同じです。
ふざけんな。全面戦争なんか絶対にさせねえぞ。
Somebody arrest this man.
おい、ギギルの歌が聞こえなかったのか。あいつのハートを感じなかったのか。俺は歌で奴らと通じ合ったんだ。シビルは俺に銀河を見せてくれた。
君を呼んだのは間違いだったようだ。
俺の歌はプロトデビルに通じる。奴らと分かり合えるんだ。
バサラ君の歌が感情的に通じたのは、君の言うギギルもバロータ兵もあくまでもマインドコントロールされた人間だったからでは。
今のところ歌エネルギーはプロトデビルに対して力を弱める武器にしか使えない。
See, I appreciate these people are just listen. They're actually thinking about it.
軍が考える。
ふざけんな。
歌で分かり合えるという割には、プロトデビルンは君たちの歌を聴くと逃げていってしまうな。よほど君たちの歌は気持ち悪いのだろう。
おめえらには分かんねえんだよ。あいつらのハートがな。
バサラ。
Well, you remember
Okay.
Barton told her to stop that last time. Look, I know that by the way the narrative works and these shows work, that everybody in this room is wrong. Oh, let's nuke them. Let's nuke those bastards.
プロトデビルの相手ではそれぐらいの兵器でないと。
マクシミリアン艦長、ご決断ください。
マクシミリアン艦長、反応兵器を使うのもやむを得ませんぞ。
I know everyone in that room is wrong, but objectively, they're making the right calls. If I was living in this universe, I would be like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
I would be upset that they're using Sound Force. I don't want Bon Jovi rushing out to the battlefield. I want the guys who are trained military officers.
そしてアニマスピリチュアを発するあいつを生け捕りにするのだ。は、我が夢の。
Is that a key in his forehead or his straight hair?
No, it's like a tentacle whip thing. We've seen it 100 times now. We were making the joke about him having a key in his head the first time we saw him.
ガムリン隊長。モーリー。探してたんですよ、隊長。
I was just making fun of you.
隊長のいないダイヤモンドホースは実力の半分も発揮できません。
I swear I'm prophetic about the people I make references to out of
市民
nowhere.
たちが騒いでいます。今こそダイヤモンドホースが活躍し、市民を安心させなくてはいけない時です。復帰してください。隊長。すまん。ガムリン隊長。
As it turns out, I just really don't fucking care.
あの軍の態度、私たちの歌が気持ち悪いからだろうって。
It literally is.
冗談じゃないわよ。
Look at like Sybil's first face. It was literally a
それに
face.
俺たちのサウンドがプロトデビルンを撃退させるばかりなのは事実だ。
ああ、なんとしてでもあいつらにプロトデビルンに俺の歌を通じさせてみせる。その自信はあるぜ。
そう来なくちゃな。
どうも。
ガムリンさん。
いや、バサラに。ちょっといいか。なんだ。バサラ。どうしたんだよ。頼みがある。あ？危険な行為は避けてくれ。なんだよ急に。お前はいつも無茶をしすぎる。別に無茶なんかしてねえぜ。その考えは。
You don't think that's a problem?
なんだよ一体。よくわからないが、プロトデビルンに対しての唯一の希望はお前の歌だけのような気がしている。へへ、嬉しいこと言ってくれるじゃねえか。だから約束してくれ。わかったよ。無茶はしないな。おう。それを聞いて安心した。お前そんなこと言うためにわざわざ。暇だな、元軍人は。元軍人だからこそこういうこともしたくなるのさ。マクロス7乗組員全員に関わることだからな。お前軍服の方が似合ってんじゃねえか。
I would have thought so too.
そう思うか。さあな。
Sorry, how the fuck does your door operate?
何の話？
何やってんだお前。
ねえ、何？
Makeup?
なんでもねえよ。
ねえガムリンさん、何の話？
なんでもありませんよ。
それってどういうこと？
いや、別に。
何よ、教えてくれたっていいじゃない。
That's a lot of fighters.
Eh. They had 70,000 ships last combat. Or 2 combats ago. Now it's 16. So. The enemy is serious. 70,000 2 fights ago. I'm sorry, do you now just park out here too?
I mean, it's an unregistered part of the city, so.
Yeah, but it's his. Unlike Basara's. I don't know. It's weird. Do you want to park your $20 million jet out in the middle of a wasteland?
Okay.
You know, maybe just once, as a goof, as the bad guys, I would like send out all the really damaged jets, so that when he fires the speaker pods, they'll just fucking blow up. And then Basara's like, oh my god, what did I do? You know, self-confidence. You gotta know what's to be his weakness. It's like Sybil's still just floating around in the ruins of Lux.
I guess.
Which, I guess is what we're still here around.
無理についてこなくていいぞ。これでも元エースパイロットだぜ。
You realize that my mother taught me and she was an ace pilot?
And my dad too.
Right, but Milia was an instructor. Max has apparently gone straight up the command chair. It's twice the number we said before.
And yet, we know that that's not going to work.
What do you mean?
Because the thing, the orb that...
Oh, well, it's only Gavel. It should still work against the other pilots. Well, that was what I read into that, anyway. Because Gepernick specifically said it won't work on you. Oh, okay, guess I was wrong.
I told you.
Yeah, I just said I was wrong. I don't need I. You told you as well. Mom! I mean, at the same time, I don't even know why this is confusing. We've seen them get hit by one beam that made them go normal, and then get hit by the mind control beam right after. So it's really just whatever thing you got hit by last. Worse than Trotty. Don't be racist.
No.
Thank God that guy hesitated for the length of a conversation. It's a new song? I mean, certainly the thing Basaris needed around him was people actually thinking.
Because now he's so...
Right, but I mean, it's not Basaris just singing and doing nothing. We have Gamlin now thinking, like, why isn't this working? Let me try and figure out a way to make this work. See? The conversation you want from Basara is happening with somebody else.
Ah, so yeah, they're...
Yeah.
Oh, now that was clever.
So we can just destroy them. They're basically the Foot Clan from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The cartoon. The 80s cartoon. I understand the audience is probably too old now. Or too young. So remote mind control.
Yeah.
Remote control.
Yeah.
That is so many layers. Is anyone going to tell Sound Force that they're absolutely useless right now?
We tried.
Well, he's gonna do a Anakin Skywalker and shut off the remote control point, pod racing maneuver.
Yeah, he is.
あれがリーダーズか。ディワン、後方支援を待て。
今頃気づいたか。何？突然美。
The beauty of suddenness. You look confused. Do you not remember that the beams can just do anything? Like, Mylene didn't know that her parents were in the audience, but yet the beams flew out to her parents the moment they showed up.
Yeah.
Specifically pointed that out in the anticipation of something like this happening.
どういうことだ。バサラ君のサウンドビームがアステロイドを貫通したのです。すごい。つまりバサラ君の歌エネルギーはアステロイドを破壊。
Yeah, almost like we already covered that it doesn't have any effect on inanimate objects. You know, both in that time that we did nothing to the missiles that were attacking us, and then this whole episode. Does Basara have a problem attacking unmanned drones too?
I guess it's just. I mean, he's technically a pacifist. It's the use of violence that he despises.
But against drones. Every time.
Yeah. Blasting off again.
Literally to the same move every time, too.
Oh, he's gonna be the ultimate roadie, I guess. Gonna back Basara up no matter what.
He's been that for a bit now.
Yeah, I know.
ガムリン、タイ、危ないとこでしたね。
はい。バサラの歌に助けられました。助けた覚えなんかねえぞ。たくよ、ガムリン。おめえだろ、無茶すんなって言ったのは。
ガムリンさん、なんであんなことしたのよ。死んじゃったらどうする気？
いや。
二度とあんなことしないでね。
怒られてやる。
Again, do we not care about all the Valkyrie pilots?
ね、ガムリンさん、約束して。もう二度と無茶なことはしないって。
はい。
もっとちゃんと。
はい。
I guess at the very least, I'm happy that Gamlen's found, like, a family. Because he was awkward and alone this whole time. There you go.
今までご迷惑をかけて申し訳ありませんでした。勝手ではありますが、ぜひ私を市長のお力でダイヤモンドフォースの一員に
Oh, I never actually did anything after you gave me that thing.
何言ってるの？あなたは今でもダイヤモン
Because
ド
of
フォー
course,
スの
that's the
隊長
trope.
よ。
I've been holding on to it for you.
これからダイヤモンドフォースはサウンドフォースを積極的にバックアップしていきたいのですが。
今まで以上にサウンドフォースを守ることが市民の安全に通じます。それも任務のうちです。
Some. I want somebody to have gone back through all episodes of Macross and counted the number of exploded Valkyries. The VF-11s get no love.
Which sucks because I do like the VF-11 design.
Yeah, well, we moved past that. Now it's all VF-17s and VF-19s.
Mm-hmm.
It's fair, I like the VF-17 design better than the 19. I haven't liked the 19 since I played Ace Combat 4. And whatever the actual plane it's modeled after. Well, look, those real tight turns you could make is how I beat the game. So I needed that plane.
X-35? No. It's a NASA plane, basically. So
All I know is the reverse wing. So,
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I don't understand Basara's unwillingness to destroy unmanned drones. I guess the concept of you could never be sure, right? That what if half of them are unmanned and half of them are manned? That sort of thing.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And the fan service, of course.
Oh, I always look away.
ガキを相手にムキになるんじゃねえよ。やだ、何このエッチな写真。お前のファンだろ。可愛いじゃねえか。
Those dirty pictures?
So you
What the heck's
say
going on here?
You mentioned fan service, and literally the preview is all about a fan getting some service.
Guess so.
Look, I don't think you can make it much worse. The fact that he looks like he's under 10, with the fact that Mylene is 14. So.
This feels like another filler episode, even though we're supposed to be in the last stretch. It's like we'll see what happens.
I think it's more Gamlin development. Remember, the name of the episode doesn't have to have actually anything to do with the episode. Just probably what the focus of the attention is, but then not even who the focus of the attention is from. So, Mylene is going to get, I'm about to say buggered, but that's not the word I want to use because I know that has a different meaning.
Yeah.
There's a different meaning for different people. Well, I'm used to buggered being like messed with,
bothered.
Messed with, yeah. Buggered meaning bothered, not buggered meaning fucked. So, oh
bugger.
No, actually, that's oh bother.
No, but if you can actually say oh bugger as well.
Right. But the way you said it
Which
made me
means
think Winnie the Pooh, and Winnie the Pooh just says oh bother.
Oh bother. Which I suppose is the safe for work for kids for the same, same thing,
Yeah. I guess, and that they're still using the human minds, and that they're remote controlling the things with the whatever glowing orbs. My impression was when it got introduced that it was just the one, right? And it was going to be like absorbed into Gabble
or something like that, yeah, and give him some kind of force field or protection or canceling.
Well, because that's Gabble's whole thing is, I'm going to neutralize the sound, and I'll be fine. So,
I mean, I'll give props for being clever. It's like if this affects people and we remove the people, then we can attack. I mean, it's a drone idea you talked about earlier.
Well, they introduced it before with the whole. They fired missiles at them. They hit the missiles with the sound force beams, and it does nothing.
Yeah,
so they've been pretty good about setting shit up like ahead of time. Then they just separate it by a couple of episodes to make themselves look more clever than they actually are. Like, haha, you didn't see this coming, except that we set it up for you before. So now you're a dummy. You're a dummy for not seeing it coming. It's like, but okay. I'm a 5-year-old boy, and this is the audience you're marketing it to, so I don't know who you think you're getting one over on.
Yeah.
All right, anything else you want to bring up from this episode?
Nope.
All right, then. Well, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Lessons. We've been Stone-Faced Reactions, and we will catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?